The piece I have chosen as my midterm project is The Unicorn in Captivity by an unknown artist. The tapestry is a part of a collection consisting of 7 different pieces known as the Unicorn Tapestries. This tapestry was completed in the year 1505 and is located in Paris, France. It was also the last piece of the collection of the Unicorn Tapestries. This piece is made of materials such as wool warp, silk, silver, and gilt wefts. Elements of this tapestry play a big role in the interpretation of the piece itself. Within the tapestry, there are many flowers and plants that suggest the unicorn is being held in a garden. The colors of the flowers are red, green, with faint hints of blue. The unicorn is in the center of the piece surrounded by these flowers, but confined to a wooden circular fence. In the middle of that fence also stands a single tree. Colors in the background are very dark, which give contrast to the flowers all over the piece. The style of the piece seems whimsical because of the unicorn, yet very sophisticated because of how everything is proportioned. The unicorn being the only fully light-colored thing within the entire piece added much contrast between the creature and the background of the piece, which was mostly dark and muted colors. This piece follows a storyline which led to the captivity of the unicorn. In the beginning tapestries, the unicorn is hunted and persecuted by humans with dogs. In this tapestry that I have chosen for my midterm, the unicorn has finally been captured and is now living his life in captivity. I think that the unicorn represents something precious and magical that everyone is after. When something is different, or magical in this case, people want to keep it and observe it. That's exactly what they did with this unicorn. They hunted it and captured it to keep for themselves. Except the unicorn was meant to be free just like any other living thing, not kept for the amusement of others. This piece is relevant to me for so many reasons. I grew up a part of a very religious community. Both of my parents are pastors and were role models within the church. Although I love my religion and it's a major part of my life, I never felt like I wanted to conform to the church's idea of who I should be. I often felt persecuted for being different, just like the unicorn that was put into captivity. The fact that I was different made me feel like a target for the people in my church. Once they saw how different I was, and that I was not willing to conform, they shunned me and forbid me from doing anything within the church. It made me feel trapped, just like the unicorn that can't escape from the wooden fence. I was trapped in my own wooden fence, unable to do anything to help myself or free myself from that situation. I imagine myself when I look at the unicorn, and it makes me proud of how far I've come in my life. I was able to break free of that wooden fence and roam free as myself. My hope is that if the tapestry series were to continue, the unicorn would be able to do just as I did. The unicorn would be able to break free and live as itself in peace with no persecution. Although this piece has very little context, I believe that it is powerful enough to allow anyone who looks at it to interpret it in their own way. Even if they feel different or captives in their own life, they can just think of themselves as a unicorn, a creature that is beautiful yet very misunderstood. Once people realize that they are just as beautiful and majestic as the unicorn in captivity, then they themselves would be free from their own captivity.